So you're moving to Des Moines, Iowa, the Des Moines Metro, Metro Des Moines, Central Iowa, whatever you want to call it. Maybe you're being relocated here for work. Maybe you're moving closer to family, friends, whatever reason. A question I get all the time is, where do I live within Des Moines? I'm assuming you know at least where Iowa is, if not Des Moines. I've only ever met a few people in China a few years back who had no idea where Iowa even was. Midwest United States, Des Moines is the capital. It is a mid-sized metro. One of the neat things about Des Moines is we are a place, and I've never lived in too many other big cities, but I know like Chicago, out in California, Florida, some places this is not the case. You can live anywhere within the Des Moines metro and be within a 30-minute drive from anywhere you need to be. So it might feel like you can live just about anywhere you want. But if you're going to be working in, say, like Bondurant at the Google Data Hub or the Amazon warehouse, you're not going to want to be living in Cumming. I mean, maybe you will because there's a sweet agricultural neighborhood down there, but that's a long commute, about 30 minutes to get up to Bondurant. Long for us Iowans, I should say. There are nuances you'll learn when you live here about different like crime statistics, school districts, just style of life in these different neighborhoods. And you can't substitute that with a video. I've got videos about a lot of these neighborhoods and suburbs on my channel. Check those out if you have a second. But there's no substitute for being here, driving around these places yourself, and actually spending time in the area to figure out where you want to be. Should mention I'm a real estate agent, so if you have any questions or need help doing that, you want to drive around with a local guide, as I could call it, please let me know. Would love to help out, would love to meet you and get to be a part of that process. That'd be sweet. And we are going to turn over to the map now and just do a broad strokes overview of the different parts of the Des Moines Metro and how they all work together. So Des Moines is split up into what I would consider two main parts. You've got Des Moines proper, which is the central part, the oldest part, houses from like late 1800s all the way to new construction developments going on. And then you have the suburbs, which form a donut around Des Moines. You've got the western suburbs, which are the most established. Ankeny is getting there too. It's very, very established, actually. And then you've got the eastern and southern suburbs, which are growing rapidly. The southern suburbs I would consider like your rural suburbs. They're closer to more of like the farm lifestyle. And then over here, Bondurant, Altoona, and Ankeny, they're all growing into each other. But Des Moines proper is full of just a huge variety of different neighborhoods. A lot of these neighborhoods, you're going to see tree-lined streets. The roads are, I mean, we have winters here. The roads aren't terrible. They're also not the best. I've seen better, but they're well maintained. I would say we make Des Moines does a good job with the hand they've been dealt. But you have home prices in Des Moines. So like downtown, you're going to have condos, a couple of high rises. You're going to have $180,000 condos up to like $1 million condos. If you go over to like the Drake neighborhood, you're going to see houses anywhere from the high ones, low ones, up to the 300,000s. A lot of investors like to purchase homes there because they can rent them out to college students going to Drake University. Or you've also got just a few minutes from there, like south of Grand Linden Heights District, where you're going to have $1 million and whatever dollar houses. Same with Sherman Hill. And here's some really sweet Victorian style homes with carriage houses above the garage. Lots and lots of character in those neighborhoods. And down here, like in Southwestern Hills, right near the airport. Down here, it kind of feels like it's all just one major neighborhood on the south side of Des Moines. Once you get over here towards 69 coming up north, houses are going to get a little bit cheaper than they are over here closer to Southwestern Hills and the airport. There are some really nice chunks of homes in here in the whatever millions, intermixed with houses in the 200 and some thousands. And then they're all connected with, you've got plenty of shopping and amenities and the zoo, stuff to do. Easter Lake Park, which is a really nice place, the county sports complex over here. And then if we go up to the east side of Des Moines and the north side, on the east side, you have the East Village, which is a really sweet like hybrid of downtown living plus residential single-family homes. And then up here in Union Park, in Fairmont Park, and Highland Park, like these areas, you're going to have a lot of modestly priced homes, but nice, quiet neighborhoods with easy access to the rest of the metro. All right, and then let's jump up to our first suburb that I'm just going to fly through these because there's a lot of suburbs. So you've got the northern suburbs here, which are going to be Ankeny and Polk City. Ankeny is very, very self-sufficient. I have a video all about Ankeny that I'll throw a link to up here. Houses there, just a wide variety, again, anywhere from like 100 and some thousand up to $1 million and some. Ankeny has been around for a while. They've got their own downtown. They've got an older part of Ankeny. They've got a newer shopping center. There's really not ever much you would need to leave Ankeny for if you lived there. And then going over to Polk City, Polk City is like if you want to live in the small town style of Ankeny, where it's just much smaller, as you can see on the map. Polk City has a really neat town square with a local ice cream shop, local diner, local pizza place, a local bar. It's got a really cool feel to it, being right up against Saylorville Lake. There's a lot of people who live there and have boats. And then if you get over here, I will say about Polk City though, is there's more of a commute to downtown. So you have to either take this bridge over Saylorville Lake and then come down through Grimes. Oops, don't want to do that. Or you have to go down through Ankeny, through Prairie Trail, that area. So it's going to be, you're looking at like a 30 to 40 minute commute to downtown, whereas living in Grimes, Johnston, Ankeny, that's going to be closer to 20 to 30 minutes. And then when we get over here to the western suburbs, you can see these are like, at least the gray area on the map. It's very large, very spread out. You've got Grimes, Johnston, and Urbandale. Lots of variety in here too. Grimes has a little bit of a smaller feel, but they're growing rapidly like north and west. Johnston has been around for a long time. Some really nice houses in Johnston, as well as Camp Dodge, the military base. And then up here in like the Herald area, you get to be in like more spread out lots that back up to the lake here and back up to woods. It's beautiful. Then if we get down to Urbandale, Urbandale is pretty sandwiched in by the rest of these suburbs, by like Waukee, Grimes, Johnston, Windsor Heights, Clive. Urbandale, again, has a lot of character, older neighborhoods, a lot of mid-century modern style homes like built in the 70s, mixed in with some newer development as well. Going out to Waukee, Waukee is growing rapidly and it's huge. It always feels pretty far removed from the rest of the metro, in my opinion. I know it's still 30-minute commute to downtown, but when I come over here to get pizza at like Seven Stone or eat at one of their restaurants, it feels like it's a much further drive than if I'm just going to like West Des Moines. And that brings us down here. Oh, and it's also just crazy spread out. Waukee is huge. Similar to West Des Moines, Waukee is probably growing a little bit faster though. Tons of new developments out here, mixed in with the old style Waukee, which was originally like a coal mining town. Houses built in the 40s. And then as we get over here to West Des Moines, Clive, Windsor Heights and Clive are a little unique. They're both older suburbs. Neither of them have their own school district. They feed into these cities surrounding them. But you're going to see older style homes, not so much in Clive maybe as Windsor Heights. Windsor Heights has more of a small town feel to it. Clive is a little bit more spread out depending on which part of that city you're in. West Des Moines has a lot of variety as well. So Valley Junction is a really, really neat, like old historic style downtown with houses around there built in like the late 1800s. And then you get over here to West Des Moines and down here to like Raccoon River Drive and out west. They're putting in a lot of new developments out here. There's going to be a new like Iowa's largest indoor water park, tons of commercial stuff going in, residential as well. It's growing rapidly out this way. You've got like $150,000 houses here on occasion in Valley Junction, and then over here in Glen Oaks, closer to Jordan Creek, you're going to see 1 point whatever million, and then everything in between. I would say if you are looking for a home anywhere from like the $600,000 to the $900,000 price point, you're going to have your fair shot of options throughout this whole metro. If you're in Bondurant and Altoona, Carlisle, you might not have as many to choose from as you would over in the western and northern suburbs, but as they grow, I imagine those options are going to continue to increase as well. And then last but not least, when we get down here to the rural suburbs, we've got Carlisle, Norwalk, Cumming. Cumming has a really neat neighborhood called Middlebrook. It's an agri-hood is what they're calling it. They're trying to combine agriculture and residential living. It's super neat. Lots of really unique new construction homes on large lots. It's beautiful out there. They've got farmers markets and like a mercantile where you can buy local produce, local goods. And then Norwalk too. Norwalk is a smaller area that's growing rapidly up into Cumming and West Des Moines. There is a cool like lake community here right off of Lake Colchester with some modestly priced homes. And then the rest of Norwalk is continuing to grow a lot. They're putting lots of money into a new sports complex there, into new developments. And that just about wraps it up. Carlisle is similar. It's over east. It's a small community. They've got a really well-ranked school district, probably the best ranked for its size in the metro over in Carlisle. And we are, as I was saying, so you're never more than like 30 minutes from anywhere you need to be. Des Moines is a community of roads. You're going to have a car if you are living here. But yeah, that's just Hope that was helpful. Broad strokes overview of the metro. I have got more videos on my channel of a lot of these different suburbs and communities over time. There's going to be even more videos yet. So please feel free to go check those out. And I'll see you guys on the next one.